Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show. We're talking about WWE Raw. It just got done just a few minutes ago. Big title change happened in the main event. I'll get to that at the end of the show as we will chronicle what happened on Monday Night Raw. So, Stephanie McMahon came out first, said that she's going to bring out the person who led Team Raw, her husband Triple H. Before Triple H could say a word, Kurt Angle came out, said, hey, this is not the GM you're talking to, this is the Olympic gold medalist, and if you ever do anything like that, what you did last night, I'm going to, you can take this job and shove it, blah, blah, blah. Then Jason Jordan comes out and says, well, he wants a match with Triple H. Stephanie says, you can't put Triple H in a match. So he can put himself in any match he wants to, but he can't be put in a match. I don't like that rule. I don't see how that works. I do remember times where they're like, well, either you're a wrestler or you're this. And so that's kind of disconcerting to me. And then Braun comes out, and him and Triple H have like this full minute of a stare down, and was very slow and methodical and kind of weird, way weird. Braun's music hits, and it says that Braun and Jordan will fight tonight. So that's what Stephanie made. And there you go. Finn Balor against Samoa Joe. And surprisingly, Samoa Joe won. I think Finn Balor is kind of getting buried here, losing to somebody like Samoa Joe. Very disappointed. But, these two have been putting on good matches before. However, Samoa Joe lost a lot of credibility after losing to John Cena last night with, the stupidest move of all time. So, Joe wins. I hope that they do something with him because right now he's just looking terrible. Both of them really are. They do talk about the on-sale party in New Orleans for WrestleMania 34. Jordan says he's still hurt, and his dad kind of pumps him up, and we'll see what happens at that match. But it was Asuka and Dana Brooke, and I'm disappointed that they're not doing more with Dana Brooke. I like her. I really wish she'd just go back to NXT. I think that would be the best thing for her. I think that they need to do that with some people. Is just say, you know what, you're good enough, you're smart enough, doggone it, people like you, but you do much better in NXT, and I think that she would. I think that to get a character reboot, the woman is freaking strong as hell, bodybuilder, and she could definitely use some more seasoning on her steak. Asuka kicked her really hard and beat her up and won the match. Not a surprise. Then they had Miz TV. Miz said, Roman Reigns comes out. And then the Shield came out, and Miz said, well, I just said my guess was Reigns, not the entire Shield. But the Shield brags about their win. And they say, Ambrose and Rollins say that they're going to win the Raw title. But Reigns said, well, I don't want to be the only one without a title. And then Rollins said, well, you can have Miz's. His is nice and shiny and white. Which I thought was really funny. Then you had, so the match is on tonight. The Miz and Roman Reigns. Then you had Dean Ambrose and Sheamus. Really just kind of a, normal match between the two. I mean, they have great matches, but I'll watch it and pay more attention when it's for the title or something. Dean Ambrose won the match. Matt Hardy was backstage, and Jason Jordan walked up. Jordan was confident he could beat Strowman, but Matt said, oh, he is the monster among men. Oh, there you go. Bliss says, Alexa Bliss says she has been reading social media and everyone can keep patting their backs. She only had 5 days to prepare for Flair. And that was actually a really good match. Out comes Mickie James, and she said she's tired of the same old talk from the little Miss Biscuit Butt. I really would wish they would stop making that a thing. Even though Alexa Bliss, Roll Tide. I give all the credit to that on Conrad. Roll Tide on that one. All right, Bayley comes out. Boss comes out. So, you had a 4-way to crown a number 1 contender between Alicia Fox, Mickie James Bayley, and Sasha Banks. Mickie hit the neck breaker on Sasha with a 2 count. Match continued until the music hit. And out comes Paige, making her return to WWE. Quite a shocking return. She plays up the crowd, and she says she didn't come alone. Now, I think a lot of people, if they would have given the crowd like a minute, they would have been chanting for Alberto or something. But Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose come and start beating up the 3 girls in the ring. Alicia Fox runs away. And then they go to the back and they beat up Alexa Bliss. So it's really trippy. I wonder what they're going to be doing with the 3 women team. I want to know what they're going to do and who's going to face them. And I think that'll be interesting. So then Braun Strowman faces off against Jason Jordan. And the winner by DQ is Braun Strowman. Because Kane comes in. Kane comes back to face off against Braun Strowman. And, gets him a little bit. He does go up the ramp. And he is supposed to have a throat injury. But we'll see what happens there. So it looks like we're going to get Braun and Kane. It is funny, next week is actually in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's where Kane is running for mayor. Enzo Amore comes out and says, if you watch Survivor Series, you saw me beat Kalisto. Yeah, I actually watched Survivor Series. I didn't see crap because you were on the pre-show. Just saying. Then they had Ali, Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann, and Tozawa against Gulak, Nese, Davari, and Noam Dar. And the Cedric Alexander team won. Baby Faces won on that one. You see some other attacks from earlier in the night. And Jordan said, Matt Hardy was right. Braun is a monster among men. And then Elias comes out. Starts getting some heat for his performance. He starts to sing, but Matt Hardy comes out. And Matt Hardy is not good on Monday Night Raw. I mean, I'm glad his wife isn't with him because she is just terrible. But I'm really glad that, at least Matt's out there. He's doing his stuff, but I mean, it's just not the same. And in the Intercontinental match, Roman Reigns fought The Miz. They got the formal introductions. When JoJo said 1 fall, they all said 1 fall back, which was cool. The match was actually pretty clean for the most part until Sheamus and Cesaro came out to try to interfere. Reigns gets hit with a skull-crushing finale, 1, 2, and kick out. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose come out, take the bar out, and then The Miz gets up and gets the spear from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns covers him and gets the championship and is the new Intercontinental Champion. Roman Reigns, hopefully he treats the title better than he did the U.S. title. I'm not going to start doing the whole star system thing, but I'm frankly, I want to see what they do with it. I would love to see them do something big with it. So please, Roman Reigns, do something with the belt to make the belt look good. And that has been the Raw recap for tonight. My name is Scott, and I am the host here on the Scott Show podcast. We do a podcast every morning called The Wake Up Call, 8 o'clock every morning. We also got TCW Fantasy Wrestling coming up on the 22nd and the 26th, Wednesday and Sunday. In fact, TCW Party Time coming up 26th It's going to be a blast. So, thank you guys so very much, and we'll catch you here real soon on the Scott Show podcast.